In today's video, I'll be showing you step by step how to get started selling audiobooks through Amazon's Audible/ACX platform. What is going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Dane, and on this channel I talk all about self-publishing books on Amazon, online entrepreneurship, and just lifestyle in general. So if that kind of thing interests you, make sure you subscribe, drop a like on the video, and hit the notification bell so you know when I post new videos. In today's video, I'll be talking about and walking you through step by step, basically holding your hand through the process of getting started with creating and selling audiobooks through Audible/ACX, which is Audiobook Creation Exchange for short, which is Amazon's platform for selling audiobooks through. So I'll be running you through step by step in my computer here, how to get started with this online business model and how to create audiobooks, whether you want to make it a business or it's just something that you want to do in terms of passion, in terms of making books. If you're curious and you're wondering what the income potential is for something like this, I'll throw a few of my best months on Audible selling audiobooks on screen here. These are month-to-month earnings. I'll also show a couple other people that are in my online programs, or just people that I know that are also doing very well with audiobooks. You can see the potential for earnings is very high when it comes to earning through audiobooks. And honestly, Audible is still a very small platform that not a lot of people know about, especially in terms of making audiobooks and selling through there. People don't even know about using the platform yet, let alone being the person who sells books through the platform. So this is still very new and the potential for income is very high. So without further ado, let's jump into my computer. I'll be walking you through how to get started with this and how to start earning money. So getting started with selling audiobooks, as you can see on screen here. Let's get going. So step number one is finding a profitable keyword. And basically what a keyword is, it's just what the book is about. So you can think of a keyword as kind of a topic for your book. For example, if you're into health and fitness, you might make a book that's about gut health. Okay, and I've been talking about this in a couple other videos recently, so that's why it's straight to my mind here. But it's a decent keyword when it comes to audiobooks. People are interested in learning about it, and it's something that you can make your book in terms of topic, in terms of keyword about. And that is the most important thing to get started with if you want to get started with selling audiobooks. And don't get me wrong, you can find profitable keywords, for example, gut health, or if this is something that you're just passionate about, you want to make your own audiobooks, you don't really care about how much you earn from them, you can make it about anything you want. But in terms of income, if you're looking to turn this into a full-time income, maybe replace your 9-to-5 job, finding profitable keywords is going to be the very first step we do and one of the most important steps that we're going to do. So if you're wondering how to find profitable keywords, I won't go into it in detail in this particular video, but I do have a video. I'll link it on screen here. I did post it maybe 1-2 weeks ago, all about Audible keyword research. It's around 10 to 15 minutes long. It's not super long, but again, if I went into detail on it right now, it would take a very long time. And I'll give you the gist of it. Basically, what we talk about in that video is how to find the keywords and how to make sure and verify that the keywords are going to be profitable by looking at things like the demand, the competition, how many searches per month there are. All those kinds of things go into finding out if the keyword is going to be profitable. And on top of that, obviously you want to consider, is your keyword going to make sense in audio format? So a keyword that might not make sense, for example, is maybe a cookbook. Okay, so people usually don't listen to cookbooks. They want to look at cookbooks. They want to look at pictures in cookbooks, stuff like that. So that's another thing, important thing to consider when finding a keyword. So again, I'll link the keyword research video somewhere on the screen in the description so you can view that and get an idea for how to find profitable keywords for step number one. After you found a profitable keyword, step number two is hiring a ghostwriter. All right, and you can definitely write the book on your own. If you're a writer or something like that, that's totally fine. But if you're like me, I'm not much of a writer. I usually get my audiobooks ghost written anonymously. I'll pay them up front and then I will get the book written and then I'll publish it under my own name or my own pen name, whatever I want to do. Here are the steps to hiring a ghostwriter if you're curious about this. So first thing, the best way to hire a ghostwriter is through a site right now called Upwork.com. And on here, you can post free job listings for any kind of job you can think of. I can post a job for someone to literally do my Facebook ads or do my YouTube ads or post on my Instagram page, handle my Instagram, my social media. Or I can post an ad looking for someone who wants to ghostwrite a book for me. In this specific instance, we're looking for someone who can write audiobooks for us. And personally, I've found hundreds of very talented writers for my books from this site. So here are the specifics you're looking for when posting a ghostwriting job, right? I'll show you what Upwork looks like in just a second, but these are the main things that you should be looking for in terms of hiring a ghostwriter through Upwork. So I want to make sure they can write a 30,000 to 50,000 word book. Right, and on Audible, we're looking for books to be at least 3 hours long or longer. And typically speaking, 10,000 words translates into roughly an hour of audiobook time. Okay, so a 30,000 to 50,000 word book is usually the best place to start. You're also looking for someone who has experience writing the topic or niche that you're looking at. So you don't want to hire someone if you're getting into gut health if they don't have no idea what gut health is. Okay, so on top of you should have a general idea of what gut health is and what to write about, your ghostwriter should be an expert in that topic. And this next one is very important. Make sure you're not doing any kinds of royalty shares. Make sure it's just an upfront one-time payment with the ghostwriter in exchange for your book. And finally, the price, the budget should be around $750 to $1,000 to get that book written. That is how to hire a ghostwriter. Let's take a quick look at Upwork, and then we'll move into step number 3. So I'm on Upwork here, and all I did was go to the post a job button, and it takes you to this page. You can see you can create a job post, short term. Usually I just go short term, continue, and you can write a title, ghostwriter for, and then you can put your topic, right? Go to next. I'm not going to run you through the entire thing here, but I'm just going to show you what it looks like. Then you can pick the skills, then you can put in the price you want, and all those kinds of things in terms of finding the best ghostwriters. And once you post your job on Upwork, the best part is on Upwork, it lets you invite people to the job. So once you post it, it'll show you a list of people that are all kind of relevant to your job. You can go through them, vet them, and invite them to apply for your job. And once people apply, you can hire them and get them started on writing your book. Moving into step number 3 here is once you have that book written, which usually takes around maybe 2 to 4 weeks, depends on how long the book is. Now you need to get a cover made. And you're probably wondering, how do we do that? Well, you do not need to be a designer for this. You don't need to make your own cover. What I do personally is I go to fiverr.com and I hire someone, an expert graphic designer, to create the cover for me. And here you can find tons of cover designers for around $5 to $10, maybe $15 per cover. So it's by no means expensive. It's actually very cheap. So usually I'll order a few of them and then I'll pick the best one out of the bunch. Let's just take a look at how to find decent designers on Fiverr. So I went to fiverr.com. I looked up book cover in the search bar. I'm just gonna look through here, and you can sort things by price too. So if you don't want to spend maybe $20 on a cover, let's go $5 to $20. I'll apply that. Another thing I like to do is click top rated sellers, level 2 or level 1. New sellers is okay, but usually this will give you the best options. I'll apply that. And then we can search down, we can scroll down and just see which one maybe appeals to us. So maybe you like this one right here. I'll hold down Command, click it, and it'll open into a new tab. These ones look good. Honestly, you just scroll through here, see what appeals to you, what you think looks the best. This one looks pretty good. I'll click Command, click that, and then I have both of these open here. And all you got to do is continue and then give them the details, what your title is, what your subtitle is for your audiobook, and they'll make that cover for you. It's very simple, very easy. So now that you have your cover made for your audiobook, the next step in the process is hiring a narrator. And luckily for us, this is all done through Amazon's platform, not Audible, but ACX, like I mentioned in the beginning. It's called Audiobook Creation Exchange. And this is where you basically, it's the workshop area for creating your audiobook, and then you publish it and it goes on to Audible. Okay, so basically we push our books through Amazon KDP, then to ACX, and then through ACX to audible.com. Okay, so it's a very simple, straightforward process. And hiring a narrator is very simple because you can do this directly through ACX. You don't have to go on Upwork. You don't have to go on Fiverr. You can do it straight through Amazon's platform because there's tons of narrators on there already. And they'll basically apply to your book that you post on there, and they'll submit auditions, and then you can see which one sounds the best. So like I said, this is done directly through Amazon's platform. On ACX, you can simply post an audition for your audiobook, and from there, you'll get narrators submitting auditions for your audiobook. Review these auditions, message your favorite, and work out a deal. Okay, and to give you an idea of how much you want to spend on an audiobook narration, usually we do $50 PFH, which basically means per finished hour. So if you look at a 3-hour long audiobook, it'll be around $150 to $200. It's not very expensive. You can get very, very high quality narrators applying and auditioning for your book, and you'll find a lot on there. There's tons of people on there. One hint is when you're picking a narrator, make sure you listen to the auditions in a quiet room with headphones on, just so you can get an idea for whether or not it sounds good or not. Because you want to make sure if someone's going to listen to your book for 3 hours, you want to make sure your narrator sounds good and they're not having any issues like echoing or a bunch of reverb. You want it to be solid audio that sounds good and is pleasing to the ear. So I'll show you right now on ACX, there's actually a full catalog of narrators that you can look at. And on top of like people just auditioning, you can go through here, you can pick the genre that they're good at, you can pick the gender, language, accent, tons of things you can filter things by and pick narrators on ACX. And there's literally thousands of narrators on ACX, so you don't have to go anywhere else for it. Finally, step number 5, once you have your audiobook narrated, The last thing we're gonna do is publish on Audible and promote it. Publishing and promoting, once your narrator is done, you can submit the book to ACX for review. You'll pay the narrator and submit the book for ACX for review. ACX will hopefully approve it and the publishing to Audible process will begin. One thing to note, sometimes Audible or ACX will require that you have the copyright for your book. So I do suggest you do get that done. I do have a video on my channel all about getting copyright created and done for your books, if you're curious about how to get started with that. But ACX will most of the time ask you for the copyright. It's very simply just provide them with the rights to the book and they'll publish it through to Audible. Once it's on Audible, you'll get 50 promotional codes, which I'll show you in a second what they look like, for the USA and the UK. And these are gonna help you promote your book, maybe send out to family and friends the promotional codes. And basically people can redeem these codes for free on Audible in order to download your book and listen to it for free, 100% free. And each time that someone redeems these codes on Audible, it counts as a sale. And what this is gonna do for you is when you get a sale on Audible, it's gonna help your book rank higher and higher on the search rankings. So for example, if I go to audible.com here and I search up gut health, you'll see there's 87 results for this particular keyword, and there's multiple pages with audiobooks ranking on. There's 5 pages. So the more your book gets sold, the higher your book's gonna rank on these pages. So the end goal is to get your book ranking on page number 1. So when someone searches for it, they see it right away and they buy it. So redeeming these codes that ACX gives to you for free is gonna help your book get sales, which is gonna make it rank higher and hopefully in the end, get more sales and make you more money. So ACX provides these codes for free. They're basically promo codes from ACX, make it easy for you to promote your audiobook at no cost to you, allowing authors, publishers, and producers of eligible titles to give out free copies of your title on both .com and UK. Access your promo codes as soon as your audiobook is available for sale and track them easily in your promo codes dashboard. So ACX gives you them for free. You get 50 total, so you can promote those things. You can promote your audiobook through ACX and get it ranking on Audible. Hopefully that gives you guys a bit of a breakdown of how to get started with audiobook publishing. There are a few other intricacies that go into it that would just take me too long in this video to go over in detail. But if you want to learn more, the best place to start learning more is to join my 100% free Facebook group. It's linked, the first link in the description down below. It's where a ton of people are. There's actually over 8,000 members now. So if you have any questions or anything like that, you want to connect with other publishers, you can go down there, join the group. Everybody's in there. You can ask any questions you might have about audiobooks, paperback books on KDP, whatever you're doing. This Facebook group is the best place to start. And the best part is once you join the Facebook group, at the top is pinned my 5-step guide to getting started with self-publishing. So hopefully I see you in that group. I'm in there. I answer questions all the time as well. So it's a great place to get started if you're brand new with self-publishing. Anyways, guys, that's it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, again, make sure you subscribe, drop a like on the video, and hit the notification bell so you know when I post new videos. I try to post new videos about self-publishing, on entrepreneurship, and just lifestyle in general on a week-to-week basis. So that's it for today, guys. I'll see you in next week's video. Peace.